The old lighthouse stood at the edge of the abandoned shoreline, a weathered sentinel overlooking a sea that had swallowed 1,000 secrets. I had heard tales of the keeper, a ghostly figure that supposedly roamed the crumbling spiral staircase each night, forever searching for the light that had gone out when the town was lost to the storm. Curiosity gnawed at me, an itch I couldn't ignore. Alone, I climbed the narrow path to the lighthouse, the air heavy with salt and decay. As the wind howled outside, I pushed the heavy door open, and it creaked in protest. Darkness enveloped me, interrupted only by the occasional slant of moonlight filtering through fractured windows. The scent of brine mixed with something sharper, like rust and old wood. I felt my heart racing, pounding a steady rhythm of dread as I ascended the stairs, each step echoing like a whispered warning. At the top, the lantern room was a graveyard of shattered glass, remnants of the light that once guided ships to safety. But in the center, casting long shadows, stood the figure of a man. Dressed in tattered clothes, his face was obscured, yet I felt his gaze bore into me with a hunger that twisted my insides. "You shouldn't be here," he rasped, his voice a whisper carried by the wind. I froze, the realization dawning that he was not merely a figment of my imagination. "They never listen," he continued, his outline shimmering as if caught between worlds. Just as I turned to flee, he raised a hand, and I saw glinting in the half-light a brass lantern flickering to life. In that moment, a chill swept through the room, and all I could think was that the light had returned, but so had the storm. The walls seemed to pulse as if closing in, and I was certain that whatever had lost its way was now awaiting my decision. I stumbled back, the keeper's mournful expression fading into darkness as a furious wind rattled the lighthouse. As I fled down the stairs, I heard him call after me, "You're the light now." The air seemed to thicken behind me, promising that the lighthouses could never truly guide the lost. They only sealed their fate in darkness. When I emerged into the night, the waves crashed like the anguished cries of souls who chose to stay. In that moment, I knew there are some places from which the light can never return, and some keepers who simply can't let go.